Hi, I'm Gibran. In this video, I'll take you through our Encode hackathon project, Radlaunch. Radlaunch is a platform on Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum Kovan testnet that enables developers to deploy and investors to invest in secure, reliable, and permissionless token launches. Developers are able to deploy one of our safe and reliable token launch contracts with just an ERC20 token or BEP20 token and a bit of BNB. They can then manage their launches on our platform. If you are looking to invest in projects, all you need is some BNB. You can view all projects launched through Radlaunch and get information on the status of the launch and details of the project. If you invest and the launch is successful, you will receive the project's token in exchange. Radlaunch aims to focus on fair token launch mechanisms. These revolve around avoiding pump and dumps, front running, and other malicious activities. The first contract on Radlaunch is a dynamic swap pool, which we will talk about later. We are working on more, so stay tuned. Unlike other launch platforms, we foster a permissionless focus. Anyone can deploy their token for investment. They do not have to go through vetting to be shown. Instead of a developer asking to launch the platform, we allow anyone to deploy and then verify their project afterwards, should they ask. Now onto the demo. Before we start, you'll need to connect your MetaMask wallet to the Binance Smart Chain testnet. To do this, go to your settings, then to your networks, and then add a network with the following settings. Once complete, this will allow you to interact with the Smart Chain testnet. Before we continue, let's connect our wallet. So there are two paths that Radlaunch can take you. You can be a developer or investor. Let's start as a developer. What you see now is the My Launch page. As you can see, there are no launches because we haven't launched your project yet. So let's go and launch one. What we need is a BEP20 token. You can either deploy your own, if you know how, or use this BEP20 token generator. Just make sure that you set the network to testnet. So in the token address field, I'll place the address of a token I made earlier. Then I'll input the tokens I want to sell. This does not have to be all of your tokens. A start date in the future, and an end date after this start date. You'll then need to input a minimum investment threshold. This is the minimum amount you want your project to raise. If the amount raised is not above this amount, then your project was unsuccessful and investors will have their funds refunded, and you will have your tokens returned. If the project is successful, you will receive the funds and investors can claim their tokens. Before we continue, we should answer what a dynamic swap pool is. A dynamic swap pool is a launch type where investors can invest between the start and end date. Contributions result in the price of the asset increasing linearly. At the end of the launch, the settlement price per token is set. This is the same for every investor no matter when they invested. This provides the same settlement price for everyone, whilst providing a funding floor and also no funding ceiling for the project. Additionally, once deployed, the developers own the contract. Our contracts are developed and tested using Solidity, Brownie, and PyTest. Whilst in the pools, these funds can generate interest via lending protocols. So back to our launch. We will now set our project description. And now we are ready to deploy. So let's deploy. So we just need to wait for the pop-ups to come. Great, now we're deployed. Let's go to the My Launches page. As you can see, our project details are displayed here. Also, there is no image, so let's sort that out now. Great. You can also view the project on BSC scan, and view about the project here and alter it if you need to. Great. So that's all for now on the developer side. We'll return back later when the launch is complete. Okay, now let's take the investor's path. This table shows all available launches, some important details, their status, and the amount raised. Let's find the token we deployed earlier. Now let's view the launch. As you can see, there are various details here on the project, giving me good information on the credibility of it. And as I can see, this project has been verified. Okay, so I want to invest. Let's contribute some funds. Simply respond to the pop-ups. Great, so we've now contributed to the project. If we just refresh, you can see the token of the price has gone up, and the contribution amount has too. Okay, so now time has passed and the launch has ended. As you can see, it was successful, and I can now redeem my tokens. So let's go and do that. Withdraw here. Great, and now we can see that we received our allocation of the pool of available tokens. Okay, so now let's go and redeem our developer funds. So we go to launch and simply withdraw BNB. Fill in the confirmations. And there you go, we've now received our BNB. Simple as that, and we hope you can launch some amazing projects. So what's next for Radlaunch? Going forward, we want to develop more launch types. One we are working on at the moment is an adapted DICO launch mechanism with governance features. We would also like to develop a methodology for verifying projects and grow the Radlaunch ecosystem. Finally, we believe cross-chain interoperability is really important for the future, so this will be another area of focus. Thank you very much for watching, and don't hesitate to get in touch.